set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Throwing on first down. Davis. Oh, he's going to air it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey.
Banjo. 58.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go out.
Check it out, read.
Slam. Hey, Charlie.
They'll try the left side. It's Watson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Man, I got you.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Casey. Man open, it's Goodwin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Ready up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, Orville.
58's the mine. 58's the mine.
Get it.
On 4th down, Casey. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
Off play action. Casey. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, lock it.
On 2nd down, it's Watson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Casey. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Coming after you. Whip. Watch the whip.
Davis now to throw on 3rd down. Uncorks. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st down, Casey. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
60 or.
Right there. Stop your wild.
Hey, high 7. There goes.
On 1st and 10, Casey, he sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Davis now. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Room here to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Yes, yes.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run on first down. Watson. Trotty. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Take off.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Davis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Come on, let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready, ready. Mike's 43. Night, sweetheart.
On first down, Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Tackles.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, ready? 43. Check, 43. Here we go, D. Back.
They'll run with Sanders. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Casey, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me.
A final shot before break. Casey, now they set up the screen. That's complete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm coming after you.
You draw quarter. Five.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watson, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Protein spill.
Mike,
Operating from the gun. Casey, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, keep it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Casey firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Go.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Be driven.
They'll try the left side. It's Watson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here I come. Here I come. Slam.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Watson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Casey. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's Davis. Throwing on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Davis completes it to Davis. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Davis on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey,
Looking to throw. Davis. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because this confidence has to be shaken a little bit And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
70, Indy. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Casey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Casey. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got it. Switch.
Now Davis throwing to start the drive. It's caught by Davis. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Casey. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down. Casey. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Casey. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Sanders. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, Casey. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Casey. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
First down, San Francisco.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Check.
Match box. Right. Check. 43. I got you, boy.
On first down, Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.